What's up? What's up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. Sports Talk with Jay. Unfortunately, hey, I tried to get the shirt on today. You see what I'm saying? So hey, we doing it. This ain't for SBR nothing. So hey, we going no shirt today. It's all good. Like J.R. Smith, you dig what I'm saying? Like just won the championship, man. But we just here to talk some sports with you guys, man. Miss you guys. Like coming on here just to rap with people, man. We're gonna recap some Team USA. We might talk a little baseball. I got my God knows the guy coming on here, my guy Friday. So he got some baseball plays. We might throw out some baseball plays, man. We're gonna be talking NBA draft. Obviously, the draft is next week. So happy NBA draft week, guys. We here, man. We live in life. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. It's about the moment. You can't really focus on the past too much. You obviously you want to look towards the future, but the present, guys, the present is now. You just live your life to the fullest, man. Try to live happy, try to be an inspiration to others. This is a life. You only get one life to live, my guys. So live it up to the fullest. You see what I'm saying? I'm finna bring my guy in here. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna see what he probably give him a couple more minutes, man. He getting ready. He say prison J. Now y'all know people that don't know. I separated my shoulder. It won't be right for a while, so I can't play basketball. I can't lift weights. I can't do nothing, and I can barely even. I actually take a shower, but like it's tough type shit. Like it's tough for me to take a shower right now. It's tough for me to sleep. I ain't really sleep last night, man. It's all good. I'm gonna get back right though. You better believe that. It's an uphill battle, but I needed a challenge. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that it happened. It has me looking at life through a different perspective. It has me cherishing every little thing in life. You see what I'm saying? So like it's just crazy, but I'm actually glad that it happened, to be honest with you. So I'm not 100%, but my mind is better than ever, my guys. France even lost to Japan. What up, G Martinez? Team USA is disappointing, guys. What the hell is going on? What are we doing here? I mean, I know I talk a lot of shit about the NBA not being the same, but I mean, can I get some credit now? Because obviously these guys are not used to playing real basketball. And trust me, that's the problem. These guys have individual ballers, obviously, but I mean, when you France is no pushover, right? But these motherfuckers said they had this game circled, right? I mean, you're up 7 with 3 minutes to go. You don't score another basket, guys. These are the best players in the world. Kevin Durant, 10 points. I'm gonna wait till my guy comes on here, but Kevin Durant, 10 points, fouling out, and you the best player on the team. Drew Holiday just come off of finals, game 6, flew 15-hour flight, right? And my guy's picking up full court. Drew Holiday lead the team with 18 points. What are we doing here? What are we doing, guys? Like y'all been over here, y'all been playing with each other. Drew Holiday come out. Let me show y'all how a real baller did. Doesn't matter what we playing for. I come out and ball. You gotta respect the hell out of. You gotta respect the hell out of Drew Holiday, my guys. You have to, man. My guys. We're gonna get my guy back in here. He coming through. We'll see if he give out some baseball picks. We need that type of officiating in the NBA. 100 exactly, bro. And that's the only thing that I'm saying that these NBA players need to get used to. Like this is real basketball that they're having to play now. Serbia first quarter. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to watching some of those other games. We play. I believe Iran next. See what happens with them, man. They better smack the shit out of them boys. The USA still isn't out of the US out of the gold medal game, out of any medal games. Is still. What are we doing here, man? I might have to take this ice pack off, man. Let me put this shirt. Let me put a Smack City shirt on real quick for my guys. Let me put this. Oh shit! I could get a shirt. I can only get one arm in there, motherfucker. I can only do one arm. That's what I tried to put the shirt on, and I said that shit. It was too much. My guys, that's all right. When I get back in that gym, it ain't gonna be pretty. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, when I get back in there, I feel sorry for them boys. Hey, I feel sorry, man. I play like Drew Holiday. The defense matters, but the offense matters, but defense matters even more, man. So a little Smack City on. You dig it? Yeah, Team USA, man. Dame Lillard, come on, bro. You got to. I'm wondering if Dame starting to be distracted by what's going on. You see what I'm saying? France plus 12. Hey, if y'all took France plus 12, I think they were like plus 500, plus 600. Yeah, no 3-second rule. That's huge for France. Rudy could just stay in the paint, bro. I actually do think that they should have a 3-second rule. I mean, we still got to play basketball here. Oh, the legend himself looks like he's ready. My guy, Nozakai. Hey, my guy here, man. Y'all check him out. What's up, my brother? Everything cool with you, my guy?
Hey, how's it going, Jay?
Hey, I hear you
I'm
perfectly,
having
bro.
technical difficulties.
I can hear you perfectly, bro. We cool. It's just a regular show. You know what I'm
It's a
saying? Hey,
disaster. It's a
we're not.
disaster today.
Yeah, we're not on ESPN yet. We'll be on there someday, but right now we just on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We just chilled out. What's up with you, brother? Everything cool with you?
Yeah, everything's good, bro. Just thanks for having me on. Just catching up with you since the NBA Finals. It's a great day today, really. But seeing Team USA the way they went out, I just heard you open up about that. It's really crazy what's going on in international basketball. Shout out to everyone that's watching right now. Jay Money, yeah, thanks for having me on though. Still, how you feel about the game though? What's going on?
Bro, I'm chilled out. I was gonna ask you a question too. Are you even rooting for Team USA? I know you over there in Canada over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually in USA, so it's not that I have to root for him, but I mean I'm rooting for him. But is what you think? What's up with
Personally, I root for Team USA. I don't have any problem saying that. I'm sure people like to laugh at USA, like it's like a thing outside the US, like when that's a pressure that they feel themselves too. Like when Team USA, when they don't do well, like there's people that like to say, "Oh, USA failed." It's such good clickbait whenever the USA fails, you know. But I think that personally, I root for the NBA players. This batch that they sent out there. I mean, I want to go straight to like what is really like confusing a lot of people. The conversations that I'm having is why JaVale McGee is the one that got the first phone call to be your replacement big man, to be your replacement big. Like they could have really padded the roster.
with who though? Who would you rather? So they added on Keldon Johnson, they added on McGee, right? Who else would they have gotten? No, they have two. They have enough guards and ball handlers, right? They had to get some size. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That's the reason why they defer to Keldon Johnson and JaVale McGee, because when they play some of these other teams, they legitimately have like 7-foot guys out there. You see what I'm saying? They don't necessarily have the ball handling skills, but they're still tall. They're playing against big teams, is what I'm saying. So that's why they had to get a little bit more size. I mean, you got like Kevin Durant out there as your center, Bam Adebayo, he's not a bad center, but he's just a smaller guy, right? He's really like 6'8", 6'9". So they need some guys out there. I know it puzzled me as well, bro, JaVale McGee, but they did need some size. So from that standpoint,
they did need some size. He's a vet. The result shocked me. I didn't catch the first half this morning live. Just as I was waking up, the U.S. was up by 7 or 8 points at the half. I'm thinking it's going to be a coast. Starting up a room on Twitter Spaces talking. Evan Fournier, Rudy Gobert, like they're Evan Fournier is talking trash after the game, saying like they can be beaten. We just showed it, like they can be beaten.
Bro, he deserved to talk.
I ball these guys every day, is what he's saying. I ball these guys every day in practice. Like I'm an NBA hooper too. Like Evan Fournier is trying to up his price on the free agent market. It's crazy. I don't think they should have really expanded the betting markets in Olympic basketball and all these international sports. I think that this is like, it's crazy. It's crazy the upsets that we're probably about to see.
Yeah,
not just Team USA.
Bro, Fournier deserved to talk trash. Then he had 28, leading score for the game, right? So Fournier was out there balling on them boys, man. Obviously, they got guys like Rudy Gobert, they got Nicholas Batum. They have other NBA guys, but I want to let you guys know it's not necessarily the players or the fact that other teams have NBA guys. Obviously, the other teams from around the world have continuity. I mean, they've been playing together for a while. I could put that, but I mean, you guys had exhibition games. There's practice, all this. At some point, you just have to go out there and play hard, and that's what everybody is watching. Woj, everybody's saying these guys are not playing hard enough, simply put, and you got to come out and say they're not used to playing real basketball, bro. And this is really what bothers me with the NBA is that it's kind of going into something else. Like I don't know, it's like handball. Bro, I was watching handball the other day. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, what it's like
the Olympics handball.
Yeah.
They're trying hard.
Denmark versus Japan, and the boys just playing hard. But I say the NBA is just so crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, it would have nice. Yeah, why they didn't take Christian Wood over McGee? Yeah, definitely should have had Chris. Definitely should have had Chris. Yeah. It was better options to have, but who knows? Maybe those guys didn't want to play. Right at some point, like you have to accept it as well. And we know it's a lot of COVID going on there in Tokyo, but I'm pretty sure Christian Wood would have definitely loved to play. Yeah, he was. him over McGee for sure. I know he's won rings, but I mean, it wasn't because of him. You dig what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
but
like whoever's managing the Olympic Committee, like for the Team USA basketball, it'll be criticized if they end up losing. Like, they're just gonna go back to the JaVale McGee thing. Like if you rank him amongst all the bigs that are on the international stage, like maybe even the last generation, the U.S. could have sent the 10th best big they have, and it'd be the best on the international stage. But it seems like maybe at some of these other teams like France, obviously Rudy Gobert is a $200 million player. It just seems like you need, like you said, the physicality. We need something bulkier, something who's better for like the physical situations in the game. Maybe they should have leaned more towards Bam. Bam was playing good in the first half. He had 10 points by halftime. Bam, no show in the second half.
That third quarter, bro. What they got outscored like 25-11. How do you let that happen, bro? I just don't. And it's the second time game in a row, if I'm not mistaken, where that third quarter. Because even in the most previous game when they came out, they did good. That third quarter, they kind of came out like, oh, this is gonna be easy. They just guys mental, man. It's so crazy because they look at it. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Oh, we're about 8 at the half. All right, we don't have to play as hard in second half. No, you have to play even harder. I remember when USA was blowing motherfuckers out by 30 or 40, bro. I'm talking about it wasn't even a game. They beat people 130 to 80.
It's just a ticker game. There's a game that you don't even have to watch, or you just see the result on the ticker. Like it's just like a afterthought. They beat Angola by like 100. Like it's not even. We don't even need to watch that. It just it's noteworthy. Now it's like it's so close. It's probably good for the international basketball though. What do you think? You think it's a good thing like that it's closer? Like
I definitely think it's good. I mean, the one thing, like you say, we have to notice that with even guys like France and Australia, they've been having NBA players, but it's like teams like Nigeria now. They got like 7 or 8 guys that play on the NBA team. Well, even the guy from the Bucks. I mean, he's a bench player, but still, they got guys that have made an NBA roster that's on their squad. So I think that's starting to be a lot more widespread now. We know that Africa has their own league now, so it's just the game is evolving, right? The game of basketball, and you've gotten your butts kicked by USA time and time again, years and years. Yeah, no, they're gonna be ready to play. They spilled blood in the water. I mean, even those 2 exhibition games, they had no, you know what I'm saying, no business losing them. But even though they did, this is the real deal now. And Friday, this is what they said, bro. Really pissed me off. Popovich and them said they were looking forward to this game. They talking about they had this game circled. And you lost, bro? Like, what are we doing? That means so. I'm thinking
that's why I connected to the betting. That's why I connected to the betting. The U.S. was overwhelming, like -12. People like, there's sharp minds out there that took France. Just in terms of betting. I know it's a much smaller market compared to NBA, but in terms of the dollars, but like, there's all this news coming out about how the U.S. is going to just all of a sudden stand up and just get up for this one game. Like, it shows you can't just instantly get up like that. Maybe I don't know. Like, it's crazy to me. To me, it's crazy, and it might be a disaster because they have to play. Their next 2 games are against much more inferior opponents. Yeah. But now that they lost the game, it could be a more difficult path to the end.
Yeah,
they have to play a more difficult team.
Exactly. I think them boys, they play Iran next. Do you have a lineup on?
I'll look it up. I'll look it up. I'm not sure if that one's up. I saw just the lines for the first games. It was like I didn't actually place a bet. I placed a fun bet on Nigeria to win gold, just $20, like a 20, like a plus 3,300, like a before the tournament, like $20. I kid you not, just like a good screenshot bet, But I didn't actually bet the first games, but I might actually try one of the second games now that we've seen them come out. You know how we do.
Man, in theory. A lot of people say, though, it should be Smack City spot. You see what I'm saying? Against Iran. I mean, what are we doing here? If you don't smack Iran by 30 points, bro.
I look at their lineup. I looked Iran's lineup up. I look up their lineup, bro. It's horrendous.
Come on, read it. I know it's a bunch of names you ain't gonna be able to say. And I mean, I respect their team, but it's just going up against USA, then off of a loss where, in theory, my guys, Bobby Prodo says they're -37. Good God.
-37? That's about right. I saw that they got beat by Nigeria by 40. That's about right.
But I wouldn't feel comfortable laying that with USA. Why? Because even though they'll need to come out and put their foot down, I don't trust them to put their foot down the whole game to smack them by 40, bro. Like, come on now.
It's like Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson, you gotta win by 40 today. Like, it's crazy.
But look, this is the biggest difference, bro, for me. Obviously, there's no real reward for, you know what I'm saying, the take fouls, There's no, and the NBA has to get rid of that shit too, because that's just not one to play defense, and it's messing up the fast breaks as well. So I feel like if the NBA want exactly no Karl Anthony Towns, exactly, say Jay Money can start for Iran, not right now, man, because I even said this morning, I was like, man, send me on the plane to Tokyo. I go ball with these motherfuckers. I look down at my shoulder, like, I can't play no selection. Hey, I can't play no basketball right now. I can't even lift my damn arm. But look. You can't do the transition take fouls, which is messed up because NBA is so used to that, so they don't have to go and play defense. Obviously the team chemistry is not really there, but it's the team chemistry for the other teams is better than the individual talent for USA. They just think that, oh, we're better, we're gonna go out there and beat these boys. Nah, bro, these teams are here coming out here playing real deal defense, stifling defense, and I don't care what anybody says. These NBA players are just not used to it. They're not used to playing real basketball. Kevin Durant, he's supposed to be the best basketball player in the world. My guy had 10 points and he fouled out the game, man. I mean, no real shade to him. He's still a hell of a player. 4 for 12
from the field.
That shouldn't happen, bro. Kobe's not doing that. It's the only thing I'm saying. Giannis will go out there. He's not. What's up, KD? I understand the exhibition games. Y'all don't care, right? It's real deal time now, bro. Yeah, KD, I'm sorry.
You're supposed to willingly put yourself in the mode where, okay, I'm coming out here and I'm dropping 30 on these guys, and it's going to be no doubt, no contest. And, I'm going to treat this game like this is not a – that's why I always connect to the betting, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think we should keep monitor the situation.
It's crazy because –
might be some money to be made or something.
Yeah, I think, in all honesty, it might be money to make. Just take plus the points, bro, because – what I'm starting to see is I can't just go out on a limb and say this may not be a gold medal team, but like they lost 2 exhibition games in a row back to back. You win a game, see what I'm saying? Barely. And then you go out and lose the first actual game that you so-called had circled. And even though they were favored by 12, my guy, that's still not a bunch because they were favored by 17 and a half, 18 and a half in those other. I think the first game, by Nigeria, they might have been favored by like 23 and a half.
Like on the money line, if we think about it, they've suffered 3 historic – this one wasn't really historic, but it really is because it's Team USA. But just on the money line, like 3 crazy payouts have happened on their. It's blood.
I might take plus 40. I might take plus 40 with Iran. No, I'm not betting on no Iran.
If anything, I take the US though. The US will blow them away. Yeah, I looked up that roster. If I just screenshot their faces, the roster of these guys, like it's like if they don't now, there's gonna really be questions asked if they don't beat them by anything than anything more than 35.
Yeah, I don't think Iran has a single NBA player, do they?
No, but I think they had the guy that used to play for Northern Iowa. Maybe he was making noise in college, but he didn't make it to the league. I forgot his name. Farouk Manesh, I think.
Yeah, they don't mean that you don't have ballers. They had
one guy. They got one guy. That's it.
Yeah.
Got one.
Yeah, it wasn't really surprising. That France plus 12 was actually Lock City. I mean, the USA didn't cover that shit the whole game. They were up by 12 the whole game, pretty much, man. If they lose to Iran, I think Team USA should just come back.
Jay, bro, do you think it's the pampered mentality? Like it's just like the NBA pampered lifestyle. Like they're going over there, they're taking photos, they're all over social media. Oh, look, we're giggling in the hallway. We make all this money. It's like a field trip, Yeah. It's like a field trip. But then these other teams are like, I'm looking for this contract. I'm trying to get them to notice me. I'm trying to slide my way into the league. They're hungry.
Yeah.
It's another level of hunger. Like they have to match that, or they're gonna really it's not gonna be a happy field trip.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And honestly, the way that they're playing, I hope they don't get a medal, just so they can learn. Hopefully they'll come back. Hopefully the NBA will see maybe it's a problem with our system. Like we're not getting guys ready. We're not getting guys ready for Olympic ball, right? Maybe they should implement more of those FIBA style rules into the game of the NBA. In all honesty, my God, this is the last thing I'll say about it. We can get to talk about baseball or talk about the draft or whatever you want to talk about. I'm just on here to rap with you, rap with guys in the chat. The last thing I got to say is if these guys played harder, if they actually played defense and then getting bailed out by all these weenie calls, man, these soft calls, like the take fouls, like the jumping, like when they jump into it, pump fake and jump into the defensive player, and they're not giving you that. And I'm so glad that it's happening because the NBA is getting so soft and so watered down. I'm actually glad that they're getting beat up and getting taught how to play real basketball.
In FIBA, they're calling the up and down, the straight up and down. In the NBA, the up and down in the post. With a little bit of contact, they're gonna call it for the whoever had the ball handler.
Right.
But in FIBA, like you can have a little bit of contact, even though as long as you're going straight up and down, like they're letting them. It's like and then it's a shortened clock. What's it? 10-minute quarters.
Yeah, 10 minute,
So
4 10 minute quarters.
yeah, so it's like high school ball up here is according to FIBA rules in Canada. I'm already like they play like it's like the FIBA system up here, but like you can play FIBA ball. If you go play in a house league up here, it's FIBA rules. But it's like it's just different to see like how it translates to that. That's really all I got to say about that. But I was kind of shocked. I mean, I want to see them win, but like Jay said, they got to learn a lesson. Jay said they got to learn a lesson.
Hey, it's gonna be what good lesson would it be? I'm sorry, this team that they have, there's no way in hell they shouldn't have lost the exhibition games. I know Nigeria is some ballers. They played really good defense. They still had no. I think
France isn't even highly rated. Australia will beat France.
I think Nigeria just lost by like 17 to Australia, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They cleaned up on that. Australia even covered. I think it was like -7. Australia covered. It's tough to cap these games. There's no historical sample size of these teams playing each other. Some of them. But that's all I got to say about it. Really,
Yeah, but this is on KD, bro. I don't care. You're the best player in the NBA. You're one of the most lethal scorers, right? I just don't understand it. Friday, you often say you had muted yourself. You muted yourself. But bro, some people are here for some picks, man. What are we doing? Because I hadn't bet a single baseball game yet, my guy. I was thinking about fading the Rangers a couple of days ago. It would have worked out for me, but I didn't bet. I'm like, man, I can't go late no money on a baseball game. This was 2 days ago, so this was the first game they got to Houston.
Before they played Houston. That was
the first game in Houston. I was thinking about fading them on the run line, and they ended up losing 7-3. I believe they lost yesterday as well. Damn near got no hit. The Rangers are in shambles right now. I don't know a whole lot of baseball, but I've been watching them. They're checked out. Like the hitters, they don't really care. The pitchers, they're just like, oh fuck it.
They've stripped that roster to a bare minimum.
Give me my paycheck. Pretty much. They're like, give me my paycheck, bro.
Yeah. I'm glad that you saw that about the Rangers, especially in the hometown, and you see up front like what's going on with them. They're now on an 11-game losing streak. Yesterday, I tried to be the smart guy in the room, take the Rangers. I didn't take them on the money line, but I took them on the run line. I thought they would there's usually weird stuff that happens on Saturdays with these big dogs and stuff. And I picked the one that, all the other dogs won except for the Rangers. The Rangers, they've lost 11 in a row. They can't hit. They're going under a lot. Especially their team totals, they're going under a lot. The Rangers, they can't hit. And it's crazy because yesterday was their only opportunity to really get a win, I really believe, in the near future because of their pitcher, Kyle Gibson. Their ace was on the mound, and he was looking, decent. And, they still can't score. So I would say continue betting against the Rangers. Even if they pop up and win today, just going into the playoffs, you will make money just betting against the Rangers going into the postseason. I had to learn that. I had to learn that the hard way, unfortunately. But
they checked out.
In baseball, I've been dabbling with it. First of all, I wanted to say shout out to you too, because we talked only a couple of times since the finals. The finals were crazy. Just want to say on record, shout out to Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton for proving me wrong about their contracts. Just wanted to say that on the record.
Hey, one thing, bro.
I can say I'm wrong.
We have to respect Drew Holiday, bro. He just won the finals. He went on a 15-hour flight. Went over there picking guys up full court and led the team with 18 points. There is no freaking excuse for it. KD, I'm sorry. This is on you. And I hate to slam him too much. This is on KD. Everybody in the world swear he's the best NBA player in the world, which, I mean, he's a damn good offensive player. Defensively, I ain't going to even start there, but you can't let Drew Holiday come over there and be the best player on the team in his first game play. We talk about continuity, all this. It doesn't matter if you're a baller and you play with true passion and you play defense. Drew Holiday, hats off. You have to respect the hell out of guy. Just won the finals. Just partied like a motherfucker. 15-hour flight. You come over there, lead the team, and you're the best player on the team.
And you already got your money. He already got his money. There's no excuse for anyone involved. It's not like he's about to be a free agent. He secured his bag. Like, what's going on? KD, it's right. He's right. For 420 Fuego, it's hard to defend KD right now. and basketball wise,
he on his burners. He on his burners right now talking mad shit, bro. I'm telling you this, bro. He on burners, on spaces, all type of
because
shit.
Because he's front and center. He chose to put the spotlight on himself, social media wise, going into this. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. My bad to cut off from the baseball. Baseball today, I dabbled with the Giants. I took the Giants run line and I took the Oakland A's to win money line as well. Baseball is tricky. I was having a conversation earlier about how since the All-Star break, things have flipped towards the underdogs. Kind of like how the NBA, there's ebbs and flows between the favorites and the underdogs. Things shift back and forth. People think that a lot of the games are not really connected, and they're not. But the odds are. The odds are connected.
Right.
But so baseball, people like for the public, July was rough. July has been a rough month. Maybe that's a signal to just maybe take risk and take more money line underdogs. If you're going to dabble, take the odd money line underdog. Especially teams coming off of really bad losses, they'll be super focused. But yeah, that's my stance on it right now. I just take a day at a time in baseball. I follow the league, I follow the news, but I'm not like I'm not going to say I'm a scientist.
Gotcha.
I'm a scientist.
I was going to say the Rangers don't play today. Now they playing right now versus the Astros. So these boys probably going to get swept. Like I say, I had to go and look because I was watching the game yesterday. At one point, through like 6 innings, the Rangers were getting no hits. So this is where I was, okay, they end up getting a run. They end up getting 2 hits. Obviously, later into the game, end up losing 4. They end up covering on the run line again. Like I say, guys, I don't bet baseball, and I can't watch it. Like baseball puts me to sleep, literally, bro. Like if I try to watch a game, I start dozing off. It's just way too slow for me. But yeah. I've been starting to look at it. Obviously, it's really the only thing to bet right now. I don't force bets, but I said I've been watching this Rangers team, and I started watching them because I said I'm gonna start betting against them. And they're checked out from the hitters to the pitchers. Even their best pitcher come in yesterday, Kyle Gibson. He come in and doesn't do a bad job, but these guys are checked out, man. And obviously, like you say, hitting in baseball, even if your pitching is mediocre to good, if you're not hitting, you're not scoring runs, you're going to lose. These guys on an 11-game losing streak.
I think that's a really good way to look at it. That's a really good way to look at it if you're not gonna get invested in all of the teams, to just find glitches and find trends. Like you find certain things that you can lock into, like the Rangers are really regressing and they're trending down, or the Giants on the run line was really profitable for a while. These are certain trends that you can just ride for a while, But
my guy said you need to put a few racks on baseball till you start paying attention. Hey, in all honesty, bro, I was supposed on my brother's birthday on a Friday, I was supposed to take Astros -1.5. And honestly, I got to looking at some sharp action, all type of shit. Some sharps was on the Ranger, which I don't know why. And I go and look at the game 7-3. It would have been easy money on my brother's birthday. But I don't like to force bets. I'm really to the point where it's like, hey, there's no betting. Hey, I'm cool. I'm just getting geared up. You know what I'm saying? Ready for next season. But somebody say the Astros are too chalky. Yeah, that's when. And when it's up to -200, unfortunately, you have to take them on the run line. So it is what it is. I'm not letting no 220. Noli knows, my guy.
Oakland A's today.
He said he liking the White Sox, and I'm always down for an under, Noli. My guy said he liking the White Sox and Brewers under. I'm always down. And it's the late Sunday night baseball. I don't know a lot, but I know Sunday night baseball
gets mysterious,
for the unders.
It gets mysterious on Sunday night.
It went up from 7 to 7.5. I know you got to cap the pictures and all that. I can't tell you. If my guy Noli knows likes the under. He's you know what I'm saying, went through a bunch of shit to get to that under. My guy making unders great again. My guy out there in Cali, man. Noli knows a cool cat.
He's going crazy.
Nah, he's a cool cat. I hadn't talked to him in a while, but I remember I was in Cali. My guy was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You want some beer? You got some Dos Equis. My guy, for sure, man.
Jay, there's a situation in the NBA. I'm actually working on some content for it, if you want to talk about it. Just like the Bradley Beal stuff you're seeing.
Yeah. I want to talk about it, bro.
Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. I've been monitoring what's going on with these two guys. I'd like to put some stuff out about that. But
let's talk about it.
Like Bradley Beal, is this a piece? Do you think? Like I'm hearing Warriors, I'm hearing Raptors. Masai Ujiri's on the phone right now. It's a very important summer for my Toronto Raptors. The Golden State Warriors, very important summer for the Golden State Warriors. Where do you think Bradley Beal fits best? Like if you were to say, like amongst teams that generally have a chance. The boy Sosa.
I see him. I see him. He say like the Dodgers. I think he's a Dodgers fan. Sosa, is that a fanboy pick or is it on cash? I'm messing with you. I know the Rockies bench. Like I say, guys, it doesn't. I fuck with sports. Period. Even though I have been betting in MLB, I know that the Rockies are terrible on the road. Simply put, at the house, and it's common sense, right? They have high altitude at their house where balls gonna fly out. Then you go on the road. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily the same. The pitchers in theory should be better, but the hitters obviously should take a hit. So that makes perfect sense, and that's always been something that I've been looking at the past 5 years. The Rockies on the way, which last year I think they were better away from home or some shit like that.
Yeah, but this year that trend is really sharp because at one point I think they were like 9-40 on the road this year.
Right? Damn,
it got that bad. If I'm not mistaken, someone can correct me. But
the
Rockies are the worst team on the road in baseball, right?
Yeah, they 10 and 35 on the road.
10 and 35.
which
Yeah,
is
see,
terrible.
that's crazy,
Good
right?
God.
Crazy
Yeah,
money.
but let's so look, the Bradley Beal thing, because I was thinking as well, is this Damian Lillard thing, is it really distracting him? Because I low key, he was the best player on the team before Drew Holiday and Devin Booker and Chris Middleton got over there. Dame Lillard was carrying Team USA in those 3 exhibition games. KD, I mean, he was kind of doing but he wasn't out there just you know what I'm saying, look like he was the best player. You see what I'm saying? But regardless, Bradley Beal, and it's crazy because I was just watching TV, Woj and the Low podcast, whatever, where they were talking about that he's really kind of straddling the fence right now. He's wanted to stay with the Wizards, you know what I'm saying? But it gets to a point where these guys want to win, man. I mean, and it's not even necessarily making a super team. It's like you don't want to be on a sorry team all your career, right?
You just want to at least you want to go on a run.
Exactly. Even
I
though
want to go on a run.
Even though you got money now, they don't care about money. They're trying to at least get deeper into the playoffs or something. So we know, and I always talk about this too with the new coaches. It's the grass isn't always greener on the other side. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, you'll have a coach that might get you into the playoffs 2-3 years, and then they're not getting you over or getting you a championship. So then you fire them, but you made the playoffs. So then they'll go with someone else. And Wes Unseld Jr. is a damn good assistant coach. We don't know if he'll be able to make that jump and be a head coach or get the Wizards to the second round of the playoff. But it's crazy because I'm not a big fan of Scott Brooks, but you did get to the playoffs, right? So it's like it's not like you had a terrible season where you're below 500. I'm not a fan of getting rid of the coach after they just took you to the playoffs. I'm not a fan of it at all. I believe it happened with the Pelicans with Monty Williams. You fire him, now you see what happened. Now you boys in total rebuild mode, and I think that's a perfect example. Pelicans get rid of Monty Williams, just took you to the playoffs. You get rid of him. Now you find out that the grass is not only not green on the side, it's actually dirt on the other side. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to them. I do think Willie Green was a good hire for the Pelicans, but Bradley Beal, I'd like to see him go to a team like the Heat, my guy, that needs another scorer. Obviously, he'll need to come up with his defense or whatever. He'll need to play a lot tougher defense, but I want to see Beal stay in the East. I'd like to see him go to the Heat or somewhere like the Sixers. Obviously, the Sixers got to make a shakeup, bro. They got to get Lowry over there. They got to do something, get rid of Simmons, because Joel Embiid, he's going to want to leave in a few years. You know what I'm saying? If
There's
they don't
so
really
much going on, so much behind the scenes, like going on right now. Like you said, in Miami, I would like to see Bradley Beal in Toronto. I saw a 3-team trade: Warriors, Raptors, Wizards, where Beal ends up in Toronto and Pascal Siakam ends up in Golden State. That could be a major move. I'm seeing that the Warriors' big three, they're pressuring the front office to make a move to get Bradley Beal. But then I'm also seeing Bradley Beal wants to play with his best friend Jason Tatum. Like, what are we supposed to believe? But I know
I don't know how this gonna work. I don't know how they would work with Jaylen Brown still over there though. I wanted to say Celtics, but they got Jaylen Brown. They do need a point guard though. Evan Fournier, he keep playing like this, man. He gonna get him a bag over there.
He's making Bradley Beal. Maybe he's such a high volume scorer. I'm not being biased when I say this, but I do think that he fits much better with the Raptors, the Sixers, or the Heat, as opposed to the Warriors and the Celtics, because those teams already have such high usage players. I know that Bradley Beal can lessen the blow. Lessen the burden on Steph Curry, but I've already made I'm already on record saying, like, I don't think that the Damian Lillard move to the Warriors is. I don't think that's a fit.
That's not happening, bro.
Especially people that bet. We know that efficiency wise, that both of those players would negate each other. They would cancel each other out. They both have to be the top guy, high volume guy. So the Warriors Lillard stuff is trash.
Dame and Curry are the same players, bro. Simply put, Dame and Curry are the same players, shooting threes, not necessarily great on defense. Can drive into the hole, but don't really. But pull up three. I mean, Dame is really getting to the point where he's pulling up from logo Dame now. He's literally the same player as Curry. There's no way in hell. And you have Clay coming back. Dame needs to go to. I mean, since we're talking about Dame now, Dame needs to. I'd like to see him go to the East, obviously, because if you want to go build a path to the championship, it's not in the West, and he should know that by now. You spent your whole career in the West, especially with the Suns gearing up now. You got the Suns, Nuggets, both LA teams. A lot of people would love to see him go to the Lakers, but I don't think that he should stay in the West. Obviously, that's the toughest conference. Dame needs to go to the 76ers, or he needs to go to the Heat, in my opinion. I know I keep saying Heat, but these are two teams in the East that are literally like one player away from getting over the hump. You see what I'm saying? The Heat, they need a point guard. The 76ers, they need a point guard. Dame would literally change the game, would change everything.
Yeah, we see what Drew Holiday did, a player with a lesser offensive reputation.
Exactly.
Like, you see what the injection that he brought to Milwaukee, a team that needed a finishing piece. I know that Damian Lillard isn't a finishing piece, but you drop on a team like Miami, he would be the finishing piece because he would propel them to the promised land. The Philadelphia 76ers as well. I just don't think that Daryl Morey, from what I'm reading, wants to do a straight swap Ben Simmons for Damian Lillard at this moment. Otherwise, I think, which doesn't make sense to me.
I would do that shit in a heartbeat.
I think he's still valuing the age thing.
Man, I would do that. Man, fuck that age. Dame can shoot. Simply put,
Dame can shoot. Dame can ball, and Dame really don't even know how good he can be.
Simmons is a better defender. That's it. He can't shoot free. This is an offensive game now, right? And I can't say, I think this is part of it. 76ers and the Heat are good enough defensive teams where they can kind of hide that Dame Lillard's not a great defender. Simply, like when I say that him and Curry are the exact same, both of them are good for three, and that's about it. Good for threes and free throws, maybe getting to the line. You know what I'm saying? Get some flops, get to the line. Defense, no. I would give Curry buckets. I would give Dame Lillard buckets. And no lie, you even see in FIBA basketball, teams are going at Lillard. He doesn't move his feet as fast. I'll tell you straight up, Lillard doesn't even really care about the defensive end. I can tell. I'm looking at him. I see his posture, his body language. Dame Lillard's one of those players that's like, all right, I'll let you score. Just give me the ball, so I'll let you score two, and then give me the ball so I can go hit a three. Simply put, Dame Lillard does not lock up on the defensive end, and it's part reason why his Blazers hadn't went to the next level. At some point, you got to look at yourself, see what you can do better. You see what I'm saying? I'm just talking about in life, period. But especially with Dame Lillard. Don't talk about the rest of the team or get mad at the coach. Look at yourself, at your game, bro. If you turned yourself to and be like a two-way player, your team would probably get 5 more wins a year. But instead, you're absolute food on a defensive end. I would give Lillard buckets. I'm telling you this. Well, my shoulder respect, right?
You made an amazing point there, and I want to connect Damian Lillard to one other player that I personally, amongst like people I know, I got roasted for saying this at the time, but in my opinion, it's ended up being true. I compare Damian Lillard's value and impact on his team to Anthony Davis's value and impact when he was in the Pelicans, a team that I know that Damian Lillard took them to the Western Conference Finals once. That 1 year was an anomaly, I believe, overall for the Blazers. But I really believe that if Damian Lillard was that guy as an individual, then the rest of that team would have performed as well, and he would have the team's performance overall would have moved the needle, you know? Like he would have moved the needle for his entire team's performance and made the other players around him better. I think that Damian Lillard is a player that needs a situation, and he needs another player to also lift him up, you know?
Exactly.
Or a system to also lift him up. Like Anthony Davis had to go team up with LeBron. Let's just call it what it is. Like, if Anthony Davis was that guy, was a top 10 player in the NBA, this is a hot take. I know it is. If there's any Laker fans, I don't think Anthony Davis is a top 10. I think he's a top 15 player, but I don't think he's a top 10 player, because if he was, I think that he would have pushed the needle for the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Over the course of 7 years. Over the course of 7 years.
Sometimes the Pelicans play better than they actually play better without Anthony Davis. It's crazy. But I got to talking about hot. I'm getting hot as hell, bro. Let me turn the air on real quick, my God.
Yeah. And shout out to everyone watching as well, and just kicking with us. We're just talking some sports. What's up, Soul Size? See you. Might take that Dodgers run line. Maybe.
God damn. We over here talking about the Heat, all type of shit. I'm like, bro, it's cold. It's hot
outside.
Here.
It's hot outside.
I just got the shower, bro. And you at night you have it freezing cold at your house, and you wake up, you're like, let me turn this damn air down real quick, man. I turned it down a little too much, but we got the fan on and we got the AC back on, man. But
I'm getting ready to go, Jay. I'm getting ready to play some NBA 2022 futures bets.
For real?
Just on a dabble. I'm getting ready to maybe I'm gonna put something out talking about it, but just maybe.
What you talking about, like futures early. Or just to make the playoffs?
Yeah, just like title talk. Yeah, title talk, like just going into the.
Man, we got to see. I like to do that once we see like after some good trades, after some good offseason moves. You see what I'm saying? Because it could be some stuff that really shake up the odds. Now, something you can do is like say if we foresee Dame going to the 76ers or something like that. Obviously, you would have to hop on the price earlier. You know what I'm saying? Will plummet if. I don't think that he'll play in Port. That's just simple.
Yeah, that's really what I meant. I couldn't have said it better myself. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's really what I meant is like trying to anticipate the moves before
see
they
what you're
happen.
saying.
Like you might see Keon on one team, a team like Boston. Personally, I project Jason Tatum to be possibly the next young star to break through in the light that Devin Booker just did. Him or Luka, Jason Tatum or Luka. So you could look at those two teams and say that, oh, one of these teams is going to make an improvement, a massive improvement to get those two guys the value that the betting markets would deserve, like for your pockets. So Jason Tatum, they're going to build around him. They're going to build around him. Like, I believe he will break through. Like, you see a team plus 5,000. What if they get Bradley Beal? What if it works? These are questions you could ask, like, a year in advance. You don't even know. So it's like...
You talking about the Celtics?
Yeah, the Celtics. I project the Celtics to break through and bounce back next season.
Yeah, so in theory, we'll see what they do. We know they made the coaching change. They got Udoka over there from the Nets, assistant from him. I'm always curious to see how these assistants look that's never really been a head coach. Now you're running a show. We know Brad Stevens had some running in with the player. This is what I'm going to say about the Celtics. And it's crazy, bro, because we probably, like George doing these offseason shows, I'm probably going to take one team and then just talk about them, break down, you know what I'm saying, each team before we get, like, you can come on and do it with me. Before you know it, we've been doing every single team. But Celtics, this is what I want to see from them.
That's a good
I
idea.
do think so, bro. It's a damn good idea.
I'm working right now on just like talking about I'm gonna just do an early pick for like next season, but just like talking about all of them. But I think that's a good idea to talk about them one by one.
No, we're going to do it. Brad Stevens had a run-in with the players. And you know what? And I kind of love it because Brad Stevens saw that these younger generation players are not younger generation, even the players that's now just this league today. He's like, I don't know if I want to coach these guys. These fuckers don't want to play hard. They don't want to play defense. It's all about trying to manipulate the refs or going crying to the refs or even
and then I'm going to get scapegoated.
I'm
going to be scapegoated.
They weren't even listening to Brad Stevens anymore. So he's like, you know what? He literally said, guys, just to give you some inside info, he said, I do not want to coach the team anymore. I'll still run the team. I'll find a coach, but I'm stepping out of the role because I'm not what I like to do basketball-wise is not translating to these players. I think it's going back to this whole game is just changing to where it's not where Brad Stevens basically was saying, like, I mean, I think that we actually had a league like 10 years ago, 10 years ago. It was actually a league then. I could coach that. These players these days, they don't want to listen. They want to go out there and do whatever the hell they want. They want to cry to the refs.
And he's relatively young.
With him.
He's relatively young himself. Like, so for that to be coming from him is like he's supposed to be the young, relatable coach that the players love.
Yeah.
You know, like, so for that situation to sour, it's just crazy. And then I saw a report. They were saying that the reason Blake Griffin did not join the Celtics was because an unnamed player in Boston was telling him that it was rotten behind the scenes.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't hear about that.
That he was actually going to go to Boston.
That's inside
even though
he's
insignificant, but it's just like it's a veteran saying that is like, you know, he's a vet.
Exactly. My guy said you can't be compared to Kobe and play no defense. That's an insult to mom. That's a good point there. That's a whole nother conversation there, but it'd be interesting to see what happened with the Celtics. And that's another, like, I need to see what Udoka, however you said, no disrespect to him. I just don't really know how to say his name, but I can't wait to see what the Celtics look like because they did play very mediocre. I'm starting to get worried about Tatum. Because I fucked with Tatum. Like, Tatum is my guy. You see what I'm saying? Tatum and Brown.
He's only 19.
No, Tatum is like 22 now.
Yeah, no, I was just joking. That they always say that. Like, they always say that, like, when he scores. He's only 19.
Tatum was working out with Kobe. You see what I'm saying? Over offseason, like 2 or 3 years ago. He's worked out with Kobe. His game really took a step. He got to get back. It's just crazy because I can see when players are not in the gym anymore. Bam Adebayo got paid some money. You could tell his game dropped off, declined. When they get that bag, it's just different. Tatum,
Jason Tatum got 195 million.
Tatum is a baller, bro. He has to get, but for you to be a baller, you have to stay a baller. You have to keep that same hunger. That's why Kobe was so different. Keep that same hunger every offseason. Don't just go and parlay, hit the beach vacation. You're a professional basketball player. You can have a little vacation, take some time off, but you have to stay in the gym working on your craft, trying to get better every single day. You can't just be saying, all right, this is what guys do in the NBA these days, bro. I'm telling you. It's like, all right, I'm in the NBA now. I know how to play basketball. In the offseason, I'm just going to party, or I don't need to get in the gym every day, practice on my free throws, things like this. Simmons, if he practiced on his free throws every day, guys, on his shot, it would get better. It would improve. These guys should be better. Tatum he took a little drop off this year, just not necessarily playing as hard. It's crazy, bro, because like I said, I watch these guys closely, and even this Tatum 14 USA, he should be balling, bro. these guys taking days off, man. So I want to see because Jaylen Brown, he won't take days off. I know he's injured, has surgery.
Jaylen Brown's a dog.
Jaylen Brown's a baller,
dog.
bro.
If they end up winning a title, it'll be because of Jaylen Brown in a key moment.
I saw it even in summer league. Like, guys, we're gonna be watching. Summer league. You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff closely. I remember a few years ago when Jaylen Brown was in summer league. It was absolutely unfair. He was like a second-year player still in summer league. It was unfair. He was the best player by far. Every time he got on the court, he just smashed whoever was in front of him. Nobody could stop him. So that's the type of thing that you look for.
Now. Bryce Stevens, he's in a better situation now. Bryce Stevens in the front office, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. We'll see, bro, because he was a college guy, remember, and then he came to the NBA. So we'll see. I hope the Celtics get better, but it's something I'll be watching very closely. They got rid of Kemba Walker, right? We got to talk about that. They sent his ass to OKC. He probably won't even show up. Hell no, he ain't showing up. Okay.
Nah, they'll probably dump Kemba's salary probably right after the draft. Actually, there's probably another move that OKC has planned, and Kemba will go to. Like, what if the Lakers come up short or something? You know, like Kemba, you know, it's crazy they're linking Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan. The Lakers are an entirely different conversation. Probably have to dedicate some time to that. There's a lot going on with the Lakers. Sosa said, I can see the chat now. He said, I love this conversation. I'm the first of the Jason Tatum slander party. Jason. I don't think Sosa's the biggest Jason Tatum fan.
I fuss with Tatum. But he has to get back in the gym. Can you see the chat, bro? Can you see? You should be able to see all of the comments.
I can. Now I can. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My God.
I'm mistaken. I had it on private. My bad.
So let's see. So let's talk about. So what you want to? So we already talked about Beal. You know what I'm saying? Where we think he might go, and I do think that he wants to leave the Wizards and get a new coach. Only hurts it. Same thing with Damian Lillard. He was already kind of teetering. If I want to leave the Blazers, then you go out and go and get Chauncey Billups, and he's like, "Y'all rebuilding, bro? What are we doing? I'm trying to win a championship, right?" So it's crazy. He's saying that it's not just him. That's the rest of the guys. I'm just gonna translate this to Dame real quick before we talk about some stuff with the draft. But I think Dame is going, man. I don't think he wants to come out and say it, but when you have reports, multiple people reporting saying that he wants out, obviously he goes on official and says, no, that's not what I'm saying. Somebody has talked to you and knows what you're thinking, you know what I'm saying, and then leaked it out. That's all it is. He just can't go official with it. He wants to see what they're going to do, get another player or not. He wants out of Portland. They're not a good enough team to compete in the West. He knows it. He'll likely go to the East, bro. What do you think about that?
I think there's two dynamics with that. I think one, Damian Lillard is checked out. But when it comes to the dynamic between Dame and the Blazers have the power because he already signed for the deal, 2 seasons ago? So they can actually stretch it out all the way until the All-Star break, kind of like how Houston did. But the thing about that is that the longer that they wait, the less that they'll get because the other teams will smell blood. So it's like I feel like the Blazers there's pressure on them to either dramatically trade CJ and the rest of those pieces and make him happy now, kind of like kiss his ass now, or they have to trade Dame right after the draft because you don't want this you're a small market team. This could destroy you. Yep. This could destroy you. If you drag this out to the All-Star break, you can end up like the Houston Rockets who got nothing.
Exactly.
One of the worst trades in NBA history. And it is one of the worst trades in NBA history. Even Indiana got more than you. Karis LeVert and they were just another participant. They just rode along in the 4-team deal. So the Blazers are looking at this. I believe the Blazers have the power, and the other dynamic is that because we can talk about Kawhi. I have something coming out about Kawhi. You know, I'm like a big Kawhi fan. Love-hate relationship with Kawhi. But if Dame Lillard and Kawhi go to any team in the East, then the East is the new West.
Yeah, no, for real.
The East is the new West.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I think they got a little bit further going on to get to the West, but
I went crazy.
If that was the same team, that's gonna bolster that team. But it's like we still got to see what Philly gonna do with the Heat as well, because they got to make some trades. They got to, you know what I'm saying, have a good draft. But I see where you're going with that. If they was to go both to go to one team, what are you hearing? Because I know you might have any inside info on Kawhi. What are you hearing? What do you think he might? If so, because another thing, Kawhi just had surgery on a torn ACL. He may be out the rest of this next year, especially the way he likes to take things slow and make sure he's 110% when he gets back. Kawhi could literally miss this whole next season. I hope that it doesn't happen, but it's very possible. At least half the season for sure with the ACL injury. What you think? What you thinking? What you got cooking up?
I think Kawhi is gone. I think Kawhi is gone from the Clippers. It's really crazy. It's a part of something I have coming out now soon. They've put up a prop bet on where Kawhi will go. you can bet on where Kawhi will go now. It's gaining steam. I follow Bobby Marks on Twitter. I don't follow all the reporters, but some of them they talk facts. You can't really it's source of a source culture, you know. You're going to hear a lot of scandalous false stuff in the offseason, especially going into the draft, going into the offseason. You're going to hear a lot of stuff that you really can't believe. So if your heart is tied to a certain team, just watch out what you're reading. But what they're saying is that Kawhi is checked out and that it's no longer an automatic assumption that he's going to re-sign with the Clippers.
Exactly.
That's dramatically different from even a week ago, you know? So Kawhi, I mean, I would like to see him go to Dallas, Jay. I would like to see him stay.
Hey, you stop playing with it. You don't even play with me like that because I would.
Facebook's crazy. Facebook's crazy though. They already photoshopped him in the Dallas Mavericks jersey.
Don't play with me because I'm getting a jersey, I'm getting season tickets, all this shit. Hey, we back, baby. Hey, championship time. Hey, Kawhi come, bro. I'm gonna be ecstatic, bro. I am. Like you were when he came to the Raptors. That's me. We win the chip. First year, you dig what I'm saying? Come on, Kawhi. Yep. Come on. Hey, I know a girl that'll braid your hair for free. You dig what I'm saying?
For free.
For the free. She might, I ain't gonna go out there. She might give you a little something on the side. You dig what I'm saying? So hey.
I think teams like the Lakers and teams like not Brooklyn, but I think teams like the Lakers, teams like the Warriors even, they may want to wait to see what Kawhi and the Dame situation, how that plans out because of the how the balance of power could shift. You know, maybe sometimes the best move is the last move. Like I say with the Lakers, they can rush. I'm a big Kyle Lowry fan. There's no reason to hide it. Kyle Lowry is the most hated, but I like Kyle Lowry. But I don't think Kyle Lowry is the best option for the Lakers. I don't think he's the best option for the Lakers. Like, what if they irrationally go try to get Kyle Lowry in the next couple of days, but then there's something else they could have done by just waiting? You know, or another move after the draft. You know, like
it's crazy. I want to, because somebody was asking, do you think CP3? And he says, do you like Sylvania tomorrow morning, brother? I hadn't even looked at the line, but I want to get to something that's real. Let me see. My guy says, do you think CP3 will stay or do you think he will stay in Phoenix, or do you think that he will chase a ring? That's what they say, and I think that goes hand in hand to what the Lakers are going to do at point guard.
Would you like me to answer that?
Yeah, because look, CP3.
I was the temporary Suns expert, I guess, for like maybe 2 months, and then I'm also on record. CP3. I'm also on record as saying that they would probably not go back to the finals. The Suns, that was their chance. So many things fell in line for them. But when it comes to CP3 situation, I think he also knows that. And I think that CP3 will leave the Phoenix Suns. And I point to one thing that happened the day before yesterday is that the vice president of the Phoenix Suns just left the team. He just left the team. Shit. He just dipped the other day. Like there might be turmoil. You don't know what's going on now. DeAndre Ayton is going to be demanding. Rudy Gobert broke the market. Broke the market. So DeAndre Ayton is going to be possibly getting more than Devin Booker got. We might see something disgusting here. Because Rudy Gobert broke the market for all these bigs. Now you're going to see Jared Allen get $100 million. You're going to see DeAndre Ayton get $180 million. Something crazy. Does Chris Paul think that the stay of them, the three of them can break through LeBron's GM? GM is going crazy right now. Or will he go join them? I think he's going to ring chase, Jay. I think this time it hurts so bad that he's going to ring chase because he really probably counted his money early when Giannis broke his leg damn near. Yeah. When Giannis damn near broke his leg, I bet CP3 and Devin Booker and these guys, they counted their money. Because I did.
Yeah.
I did. Because I did. I didn't think that this guy his leg was going to heal overnight. It's this time it hurt badly. We're much worse than the hamstring with the Rockets.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Me personally, I'd like to see CP3. I'm not really a big fan of his, but I do know that he did try to go to the Lakers before. They vetoed it back when Kobe was there. You dig what I'm saying? He's lost in the playoffs time and time again. The only player that'll to lose 4 series up 2-0. But the Lakers, they need a point guard. CP3 and LeBron, they are boys. I could see him going there. Obviously, had to take a huge decline unless there is some type of sign and trade. It's a couple of things here. So I think if CP3 stays with the Suns, they still have a damn good team. Now, obviously, they have to pay some guys, but the Suns are no pushover. I don't think that is. I know that there were some injuries in the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Murray was injured, and some more guys got injured, but still, this team, this Suns team is still a team that plays harder than the majority of the NBA. That's the reason why they got there. That's the reason why they had the regular season they did, and they still have a damn good coach as well. So if they keep those bench guys and keep the team somewhat intact, maybe trade in a few players and get you a backup center off the bench. You see what I'm saying? Sorry, even though if he didn't get injured, but I still think that the Suns can be a threat in the West for the simple fact that like you say, if Kawhi leaves, that takes really the Clippers out of the situation. I mean, depending on who leaves, the Lakers are always going to be in the conversation. The Nuggets, they're going to be up there as well. But I feel like if the Suns keep this same team, they could stay up there in the top 3 or 4 in the conversation, and they play a lot harder and are better coached than a lot of those teams in the West. So I'm going to say CP3. Get that $44.4 million. Stay here one more year to see what you can do. But the main thing with him, he's trying to get like a 3-year, $100 million contract.
And
he's
that's
trying to
why
get
I think that
extension.
vice president left. That's why I think that vice president left.
Yeah.
Because CP3 is telling them, if I'll stay, we'll run it back, we'll do this, but I want my 3 years because I know that if I get 1 year for $40 million, then my value might decrease going to next year, and I won't get anywhere near that. Let's say Father Time does hit all of a sudden.
Yeah, it does.
And now and I got my $40 million this year, but I could have locked in 2 more years of that, So I think he's going to put pressure on the Suns, but the Suns, it's not in their best interest to give CP3 a 3-year deal. You'll be paying him $40 million, $42 million, I think I saw it was, in the year of the season where he turns 39. That's unprecedented. So, like, if they can angle it where, I just don't see how. I think he's gone. But I would like to see him stay. Obviously, I think it would have a good impact on Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. But I think this is a situation where the Suns are going to have to take a step back to take a step forward.
Exactly. It'd be interesting to see what they do, man, because obviously Campaign, he's going to be looking for some money now. Kim Johnson at some point, he's going to be – but Payne, he's damn near Hill. Some teams will like Payne to start point guard. Lonzo – bro, don't get me started on Lonzo. Don't do that. The Lonzo's, bro, what are we doing?
I'm the biggest Lonzo critic. I'm not a Lonzo Ball fan. I want to say it to
Melo
everyone.
has surpassed him already in fucking 1 year, 1.5 of a year, bro. What are we doing? Lonzo has a lot of work to do in the gym. That's the only thing I'm going to say. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not going to trash him too much, but he kind of worked on the shot. Lonzo doesn't play hard enough consistently, guys, and that's a problem. If you're not – just see some of these guys, like on the Suns, 1 through 7, every game, all 72 games, these guys play hard. They play hard. I don't care if they're playing the Thunder, 13.5 favors. They're not resting anybody, and they're playing hard. You can't get that out of Lonzo. If you go play the Thunder or the Cavs, you're not getting the best Lonzo. You need to play one of the upper echelon teams. That's the only time Lonzo's going to play hard.
He's Hollywood.
It's not a good. You don't want that type of mentality, guys. You want guys that's going to ball hard every single time you go out there. Lonzo is my problem with today's NBA. Picking and choosing when to play. Now, he will play defense. I'll give him credit there. But he's not that good on offense, though. He's just a facilitator. So, as a point guard, you have to know how to shoot. And I'm talking about knockdown shooter. I'm talking about off the dribble, be able to pull up from 3. The game has changed now. If you can't shoot threes, you don't really have a spot in the NBA. Unless you like a DeAndre Ayton. But Lonzo, I don't know what to say about him, bro.
I'm a big Lonzo critic, Jay.
Bro, if I'm my team and they're saying, "Hey, look, we're finna get Lonzo Ball," no, I'm not happy to hear that. I'm sorry, bro. I trust my eyes. Lonzo's not that career-changing baller. Like people saying he should go back to the Lakers. No, bro, he's not gonna be the answer that the Lakers need at point guard, in my opinion.
I would be a fan, Jay, of Lonzo Ball. I'm a big Lonzo Ball critic. I would be a fan of Lonzo Ball if the market priced him accurately. This social media culture that we're in has inflated people's expectations of Lonzo Ball. I know that he's had a rough path so far in the NBA because of the situations that he's been in, but Lonzo Ball to me needs to be priced as a role player. Why is he about to get $27 million a year? Why is Lonzo Ball about to get $27 million? He
doesn't deserve it.
Like
Hell no.
You're actually just gambling as a front office and anticipating something that you are seeing, because at this moment, to me, that's a contract that's going to hurt someone this summer. And he's leaking all these videos. I'm working out. I'm doing this. I would respect him highly if he just, at this moment, just let the market price you as a role player so that when you go to a team, you can actually help them. Because if you're a $30 million guy, then you're going to be hurting whoever you go to. That's my opinion on Lonzo Ball at this moment. Now, if he does get $30 million a year, which I anticipate him to do, he's going to move up my personal rankings of players' contracts that I'll be criticizing and watching closely just to see how it pans out, because Like, just think about it. Like, he goes to the Bulls. You give him $30 million a year right now. That handicaps the Bulls to me. Their flexibility, a team that's in a rebuild mode. Like, just wait.
You know what? I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind Lonzo on the Bulls. Be perfectly honest with you, because I mean they do need a point guard. You know what I'm saying? They got Levine, they got Vucevic. They need to build around that. And he may not be too bad in the East. You know what? That's not a bad pick. That's not a bad, because he's out of New Orleans. Like, the Pelicans literally do not want him. Seriously, but simply put, Lonzo is going. They have to figure out what to do with him, type shit. Like, when I saw that, I was like, the Pelicans don't. Obviously,
No, they're not going to match his. He's a restricted free agent, I believe. They're just not going to match whatever contract he accepts. They're not going to.
You know what? Let me get my son ready. I gotta go to the gym today, get my son ready. But what, Lonzo Ball, bro? I'm sorry, bro. This guy's not a baller. I don't care what anybody says. His brother, his little brother, came in and surpassed you that quick.
Sosa made a good point, though. They overpay for potential. You're right. It's just that sometimes, man, I like to say in the NBA,
I don't see the potential.
I don't see the potential. If you waste a top 10 pick in the league, or you give the wrong guy $30 million a year, it could set your franchise back for 5 years. The Hornets are just now coming out of the darkness from giving Batum $135 million from 5 years ago. They're just now coming out of one bad contract can set your franchise back 5 years in the NBA.
That's a good point by you, bro. Damn good point. Lonzo does not deserve. I'll give him maybe $10 million a year in today's NBA. I'll give him $10 million a year, maybe. I'll give him 3 years, $30 million, $33 million. Show what you can do. $20 million a year. You remember what you just said about that, setting the franchise back? That's what Lonzo's going to do. I'm sorry. He's not a hard enough worker is what I'm saying. We've seen it. When a guy's been in the league 2-3 years and he's still a bum and he's supposed to be at a high level, pay attention. See what you know.
His three-point shot did improve this season. I will give him that. He became a somewhat reliable three-point shooter, but to me, he's not on the court enough. Lonzo Ball has missed a lot of time in his career. Like, that's why, I'm just watching the situation, Jay. I probably spent a lot of time talking about this, but just watching the situation, because I just like to see who's going to jump, who's going to be that desperate for talent to hamstring your guy to a guy that is on the court for 65% of the games, and then when he's giving you 12 points a game, and he's
I'll go out on a limb and say there's some better players in this draft than Lonzo Ball. You could do a lot better than signing Lonzo Ball to that $20 million. You can do a lot better with this. Is a really good draft, guys. I can't wait to talk about it. We'll save it for the next show. We already been on here for an hour. We will be doing a draft show. I'll likely be talking about the draft all week. Before we get out of here, I want to talk about these guys. Been asking me, like 5 guys that asked, do we like Slovenia versus Argentina? I'll be honest, I hadn't seen Slovenia play a lot. I know they got Luka and all that, but Argentina, this is a team that has been playing together for a while. I mean, they weren't terrible against Team USA. So the Argentina that I saw,
what time do they play? Tomorrow?
Let's see. So they play at 11:40 p.m. tonight. Actually, see, 11:40 p.m. tonight. 7:25-21. The Slovenia is favored by 6.5 points.
It's tough, bro. Slovenia has such a high. They relied only on Luka.
I would take Argentina. I think Argentina is the play in there. I think they could win the game. Slovenia with just Luka, that's not going to be enough. Argentina have continuity. They actually been playing together for a while, my guys. So no real just ballers on there, but they play defense. And if Luka's doing that one man, this how it is. If you double team Luka, you make the rest of the team beat you. Then what?
I would, before I just make a pick in this one, I would have to look at it a bit closer. But I think there's going to be a lot of hype on Luka going into this tournament. Luka, there's a lot of hype on Luka. I personally, my stance is to let all of these teams get the first game under their belt. Like, I'm going to put some picks out for the second matchup when there's more cross patterns going on, especially with us since we bet on spreads, right? Is that official? DeRozan to the Lakers? It happened.
I can tell you this though, that DeRozan and Lowry are trying to team up, and we know DeRozan is from the LA area. We know that the Lakers need a point guard. I'll be honest with you. I mean, no offense to you, my guy, but I can't stand Kyle Lowry. I think he's the biggest flopper in the league, biggest ref manipulator in the league. But
he is. He's a rules player. He's a rules player.
I'd like to see him. Take that for how you want, because the NBA rules have changed. So I credit to him because he see the rules and then they act on it, like they use them to their advantage. I hate it, but I think the rules need to be changed. But I'd like to see DeRozan and Lowry go to the Lakers, and AD and LeBron. You pair that up with them boys. We know how the Lakers are. LeBron and AD, and then they're gonna try to build around them. if DeRozan and that's not going to be fair. In my opinion,
and he'll have a good.
DeRozan's kind of a superstar. Kyle Lowry's he's kind of a superstar. That's a super team. Exactly. Hey, that would be a super team, bro.
And if you don't think Kyle Lowry's a superstar and you don't think DeRozan's a superstar, together they are. Together they'll be one superstar. You know, like and Kyle Lowry has a really good effect. Kyle Lowry does things that the game of basketball do not. He does so many things at the game of basketball. I've watched this guy damn near every game since he's come to the Raptors. Kyle Lowry is a player that there's a reason that he's so respected in NBA circles because he does so many things in advanced metrics that the main metrics do not show. Yeah, he has an impact on the game that is not. He's a winner. He's a winner. He'll have an impact on Anthony Davis.
Winning attitude. Plays hard every single time he goes out there. The exact opposite of fucking Lonzo.
He's definitely a rules player. He manipulates the rules, and I know why he's criticized. He's not the funnest player to watch, but I know that he would have a major impact on Anthony Davis. Like, Anthony Davis would become tougher if Kyle Lowry was in that locker room. Tougher. Yeah,
I'd like to see it. He's definitely one of the best charges guys. Guys don't even take charges in the NBA like that anymore. Lowry makes it a point to get like 3 charges a game. A few of them may be flops or, you know what I'm saying, ref manipulated calls, but the other 2 are going to be legit. I beat you to the spot. See what I'm saying? And I do have to give him credit to that. My guy John Lose hit it right on the nail. Lonzo needs to sit behind CP3 for just 1 year. And as we saw with Campaign, my guy, Campaign was on his way out of the league.
Greatest transformation the NBA has ever seen.
You sit behind CP3 and now you're a baller. Like, you're a certified. He damn near over. Obviously, Chris Paul is up there in age. Payne, I know I said it when Paul was out the game, you'd actually want to see Payne out there as a starter. He's a lot quicker. He can shoot too as well. He got some handle on him, but as far as just quickness, getting into the hole, he's quicker than CP3 at 36. I mean, it doesn't take a scientist to know that. He's almost damn near half his age. You know what I'm saying? So, but with all that, my guy, being said, do you have any bets tonight? We know. So Spain plays Japan tomorrow at 7:00 in the morning. Spain is favored by 19. I don't think necessarily Japan may have like I said, I hadn't seen them play a whole lot, but just far as just like athlete wise, seems like, and like I say, no offense to anybody, we're just talking basketball here. So we got some games today. Spain plays South Korea. They're favored by 26.5. We know that Spain actually has some ballers over there. Like, they actually have NBA players over there, Ricky Rubio, the Gasol brothers. They got ballers over there. South Korea may not be, you know what I'm saying, like even belong on the same court as them. We'll see what happens. Canada, your guys, Friday, Canada versus Serbia. Canada is 2-point underdog, plus 105 on the money line versus Serbia. Then we got France versus Japan. I know that Japan, they got Hachimura in them, but France, we just saw them boys. I think that's France. Women's. That's women's.
Yeah, that's women's. I was just saying because Canada, I just want to say on record too, like, Canada not being in this Olympics is an embarrassment up here because, like, this was supposed to be the team. Andrew Wiggins, even I know Jamal Murray got hurt. R.J. Barrett, NBA players, Kelly Olynyk. There's NBA players on the Canadian team, and we were 19-point favorites against Czech Republic in the final qualifying game, and we lost. We lost money line, and it's just an embarrassment. We're supposed to be here. Yeah, that's what I got to say about that. Shame on them.
Was it a qualify? It was like a qualifying game,
yeah,
right?
the winner of that game got the last spot in the Olympics a month ago.
Who beat him?
And Nick Nurse was coaching.
Who beat him?
Czech Republic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that. We're gonna play them. We're gonna play them pretty soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he was balling too. I think we play Iran. USA plays Iran, and then they play Czech Republic. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Yeah, sorry guys, that was women.
He said I'm hurting. I'm hurting about that one, bro. It was Nike even made the jerseys a year in advance, just assuming they were gonna go. Yeah, they have inventory. They have a closet full of inventory they can't even sell.
They should have beat them, my guy. Hey, I'd still sell them. Sell them up for his half off, man. Somebody gonna buy. Because when the championship teams, like say if it was Game 7, right? Suns and the Bucks both would have had memorabilia. You see what I'm saying, mate? So it's like it's either gonna be a big waste of money, or it's either you finna hit big. So you know what? $5 shirts. You dig what I'm saying? $5.
Sure.
For $5. But, so the next men's game, Slovenia versus Argentina.
I'm looking up that one right now.
6.5 for Slovenia.
I lean Argentina tomorrow. So
I'm thinking Spain, that Spain versus Argentina, Spain versus Japan. I'd be looking at Spain there. Like I say, who else Japan had? I know they got Hachimura. Who
They
else?
have Hachimura, and then they have the guy, our boy from the Raptors, who got dunked on by Anthony Edwards,
Watanabe.
Watanabe. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
No, that's okay. Watanabe. He's like a superstar in Japan. It's like there's gonna be like a big like media coverage for everything he does in the Olympics. He's one of the athletes that they really promoted for the Olympics. Him and Osaka and Hachimura. But at the end of the day, they don't have enough to mess with Spain. But I will say that one of the key players for Spain, which was I think Hernan Gomez, right?
Yeah.
Hernan Gomez. The Timberwolves just told him. I don't know why. Someone could look this up, but
What?
the Timberwolves just told him that they're not allowing him to join Spain.
What?
They're not allowing him to join.
crazy.
So
I know one of them had kind of got hurt in the game. The game versus USA. I think one of those guys, one of those Hernandez or Fernandez, they got both of them on the team. I think one of them got hurt, but that's crazy as hell if they say that, bro.
Yo, they're getting at me in the chat. Sadaransky torched Team Canada. An absolute embarrassment.
That's your boy,
That's why
Sosa.
Wiggins, we got to get him out the Warriors, bro. Wiggins, bro, Sadaransky took him to double overtime.
Bro,
We flew to Australia for that game for no reason.
Wiggins is like Lonzo. He doesn't always come to play, bro. When he does come to play, he'll look like a formidable NBA player. But those other games, he's like, bro, who the fuck is this bum, bro? Like, does he even know how to play? I guarantee you, bro, Wiggins and Lonzo have me like, I could go out there and play better than him. I mean, I know I hoops or whatever, but
I'll tell you something about Wiggins. Wiggins, he parties a lot, bro. Up here, his social circle up here is a lot. I hear a lot. Like, I know a lot of people up here. Like, that guy's social circle is big. He's a big social circle. Everyone's up here is like, oh, like, it's a big circle, It's just a big circle.
No,
party life. It's a party life, Jay.
I can dig it, man. I don't party, so I'm a businessman. I like to handle business. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all can have that party and shit. I'm trying to. I understand living for the moment, but I don't know. I just always been a more serious than not guy. I don't like playing around. Yeah, I'm a serious.
I like
type
Argentina.
Of guy,
I like Argentina on the spread. I'll fade Luka. I'll fade the world. The world's jumping on Luka tomorrow. I don't think I don't think he has enough horses. I don't think he has enough horses. The Argentina is a team that they take international basketball really seriously, and Slovenia might just be happy to be here. But Wiggins is different. He's riding on the high. He's the NBA 2K22 cover boy. The gold medal will sell some NBA 2K22 overseas. It might be a conspiracy. It might be, but
man.
But I don't think he has enough horses on Slovenia.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into the game a little bit more. I'll tell you this right now: it's Argentina or nothing for me, and it's Spain or nothing for me, my guys. I looked at Spain to smack the hell out of Japan. Minus 19 is a lot to take, but just what I've been noticing, guys. Different people, different parts of the world have different type of athletes. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be some shit that Japan would kick ass in and other stuff. But like as far as just like playing basketball, and this is something that I was watching with the handball. I was literally watching handball yesterday or day before yesterday. Denmark versus
they're trying hard.
And I'm just looking at the guys from Japan. I'm just like, they're just not like I say, no discredit to them, but for the most part, they're just not like athletes like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like unless it's Denmark. A big man.
Denmark was number 1 in the world in this handball, and you could just tell, like the way that they're running, the way they're moving, footwork wise, guys. What I really want to talk about, footwork. Denmark was just like killing them. They smacked them boys in handball. And it's like soccer. It's like soccer, but like on the basketball court.
Japan's going to get exposed in a lot of events because they're the host nation. They get to compete in every event. The host nation will compete in every event.
Exactly. And I think that was their first year in hardball. So I mean, they got ballers over there like Hachimura. He's going to be a baller. But as far as the rest of the team, Spain actually has like basketball players. These guys have been playing basketball their whole life. Whereas what I'm saying is Japan, they may just be playing basketball just because. You see what I'm saying? They got a chance to. I think that one could get ugly. And like I say, the Arsenal versus Slovenia. Don't just look at Luka, man. He's one. If we know anything, my guy, Friday, one player doesn't mean anything in these FIBA basketballs, right?
Because the U.S. has 15 players. If one player does, if 15 players don't mean anything, and 12, then one player will. I'm tempted to take Argentina on the money line. Now, this is not like a bold prediction, but hey, it might be worth a sprinkle. It's not like don't hold me to that, but I might be tempted to take Argentina on the money line just based on what we've already seen.
Right. Yeah,
I won't be getting in the business of taking big favorites in this tournament.
I think it's went down just while we've been talking about it. It was like at minus 110 both ways. Then it's went down to Argentina. This is just at Bovada, minus 115 for Argentina. So a little bit of steam coming toward. Like I say, none's a lock, but just the way we look at basketball, and we're natural contrarians. A lot of people say Luka on the other team. All right, we're gonna take them. Usually it's gonna be a little bit of tax for that. These guys, Luka's been on that national team since he was like 13, so they have some type of continuity. But still, I think he's been the best player on the team since he was like fucking 13. So
he's the face of Slovenia. The face of Slovenia.
That's to let you know right there. You do what I'm saying?
John Lowe said in the chat, he said the Knicks point guard from Argentina is a beast. Yeah, there's a kid that the Knicks already signed behind the scenes. They signed him at the All-Star break, but he was not eligible to join them. And he's supposed to be a good young point guard from Argentina. I don't know his name, but they were already, like, anytime he has a little highlight, the Knicks fans share his highlight. So I probably look him up as well, but he's on his way to the NBA. We might need to look him up.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, bro, Argentina played US, and like I say, and I'm gonna have to go and find where I can go back and watch that game. But I think they played them boys pretty tough, in my opinion. Not as tough as Australia, but they still played them tough. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens, man. They already got some. We're playing on elite one-on-one players. They already have some experience. You know what I'm saying, playing against US. So hey, everybody in the chat saying they like Slovenia.
This is Slovenia's first time on the international stage. They've never qualified for the Olympics in basketball. It's only because they have a 1 in a million talent in Luka Doncic, a generational talent. Otherwise, Slovenia probably would never sniff the Olympics. But I can see why you would take Luka. There's an unknown factor, you know? Like, what if Luka comes out and says, look, I'm the man on the international scene. I'm the man. I'm taking this offseason seriously,
they got a Luka
and I'm the
too.
man.
Hey,
oh, that's his name. Yeah, Luka.
Too.
Yeah, that's
they got a Luka.
That's his name, Luka Vildoza. Thanks, guys. Thanks. He will be joining the Knicks next season, and they speak highly of him. They speak highly of this kid. But
yeah, that's about it for me, man. We've been on an hour and 15 minutes, man. Anything else you want to talk about? I can stay on here all day. I'm pretty much locked in the house. I can barely even drive, bro. I was driving the other day for this little get together for my brother. I'm in the car with one arm. It's hard to signal everything, bro. I can't even lift my left arm up, man. But
thanks.
It's all good.
I hope you get better, bro. I hope you get better.
Nah,
You'll be back on the court.
Hey.
The gyms up here are just now opening up, so I'm probably gonna get to play some ball with some friends. Just thinking about trying boxing out. I've been cooped up for like a year and a half. I just feel a bit sluggish, so it's like just trying to get out, live life again. I've been cooped up, living inside. But the good thing that's come out of it is that I got to work on what I love, you know. So some good did come out of it. So, but I hope you get better. And yeah, that's it. Just thanks for having. I got my Smack City shirt. Make sure you guys get that Smack City shirt. And it's Smack City. It was Smack City all year, every sport, 365. So yeah.
You know me, man. They can't hold me down for long. My arm, it always separate this time. It's supposed to be out for like 4 to 6 weeks. It's already feeling better. So I mean, I'm not trying to rush anything, but I'm gonna be back better than ever, my guy. Can't stop me from doing these videos either, my guy. So you
100%, bro. 100%.
No, we're gonna be talking about the draft pretty much all week.
Yeah. I got some stuff coming out. I'm eager to share it with you. I got some stuff I've been working on this weekend. Had a chance to kind of stay inside, so I got some stuff coming out tomorrow. Just like some prediction stuff, but I'm very eager to share it with you. And yeah, thanks for having me on, bro.
Can't wait.
Speedy recovery, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, hey, NFL's is here soon too, so we're gonna have NFL to get ready for. You see what I'm saying? My guy says where to buy the shirts. Let me give him the NBA. Just email me NBA Talk with Jay at gmail.com, my guy. You email me and I'll get it to you, or you can send me you can just comment after this and then I'll get back to you. But that's where it's gonna end up. Either hitting me on Twitter at JMoneyIsMoney, or NBA Talk with Jay. That's another Twitter of mine. Or you could just email me
NFL Talk with Jay.
It's gonna turn into sports talk. Like today's show is sports talk with Jay, but it's always going to originate with the NBA. It's what we do. But Summer League, guys, is August 8th through 17th. I'll be having Summer League plays every single day, and I'll be live talking about it. And we're gonna be talking NFL with my guy Friday with Shark. Everybody, if you have videos, if you like to do NFL, if you're good at it, hit me up. We can collab. You can send in a video, I'll play it, or we can go live, man. I'm a down to earth guy. You know what I'm saying? So my guy over here knows, man. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. No, we're definitely gonna be doing NBA draft all week for sure, man. I appreciate you.
I'm watching my Raptors closely, Jay. Number 4 pick. Remember I said it back and we had this discussion. He just said it in the chat. Imal, what's up? Jalen Suggs. I spoke it into existence. Let's see if it
Okay.
happens.
He should make it there too, because I know the Cavs they trying to get Mobley. I know that I mean I'll be surprised if Cunningham didn't go to the Pistons. So we're gonna do a whole nother show, bro, talking about the draft, bro, for sure. And
Hell
we
yeah.
can do that motherfucker tomorrow if you want.
If
I'm
we get
down with it.
Suggs, you will see Lowry leave the Raptors like the next day.
Oh yeah, it's done. Yeah. They go hand in hand, bro. Bro, let's if you
Yeah,
want I said we
save
go
the
live
sauce.
tomorrow, same time. What you think?
Sounds good to
Talk
me,
about
bro.
the draft. Let's
Sounds
do it.
good to
I'm
me.
gonna be at the house.
I'll,
I only
I'll,
got
I'll make sure I'm available.
I appreciate you, my brother. As much
I
love to
appreciate you,
you.
bro.
Much love to everybody in the chat, man, as well. Y'all make the show. Appreciate for my guy come on with me. I hit Shark up, but he ain't mentioned back. But we're gonna be doing shows all week, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Love all y'all guys, man. Go and live your life, man. Nothing is guaranteed. You never know when it can be your last moment out here. Trust me, I know. You see what I'm saying? Go and live your life. Be happy, man. Love your family. Cherish your family, man. In all honesty, God. Man. Love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. We finna get out of here. We back tomorrow talking NBA draft all week, man. I appreciate y'all. Much love, and we out.
Peace.